Hi, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I work in Scotland. So today this is project 4 from the July 2020 class in a box, and project 4, it's a box to keep the other 3 cards that you made in with the envelopes. So I'm pretty sure I put enough things in your box for you to make 2, one in each colourway. So I'm using this lovely paper from the Artistry Bloom suite, and you got a quarter of a pack of that in your box, so you can choose your designs. What I've done is, and I have put it in, I've teamed this up with Coastal Cabana. It's a wee while since I packed your kits, but I think that's what gave you in your kit. Forgive me if you've got a different colourway, but I've given you a good variety of bits and pieces so that you can choose your own colourways. So what I've got here is the measurements now, because I haven't given you written instructions in your box and I'm now doing a video. What I've done is I've written the measurements here, and I'm just going to hold them there and talk through them. If you want to take a screenshot, then that might be helpful for you, because you can use this box, you know, with any project to make as a nice gift. So you can put a few cards and envelopes in, and then you can gift it to someone. Okay, so it's an A6 card box, so you cut the base and the lid exactly the same size, and that is 6 1/8 of an inch by 8 inches. So you've got a piece of card and you've got a piece of designer series paper, or you can have 2 pieces of card, whatever works for you. Then to strengthen this one up a wee bit in the lid, because with that one sort of being moved from one place to the other until I get round to filming for you, it's kind of caved in. So I'm thinking I'm going to line it on the inside of the lid with a piece of cardstock, and it is 6 1/2 inches by 4 5/8 of an inch. And then the wee bit of vellum, which will go under the die cut, is 4 1/8 by 6 inches. So that, you know, you can use them whatever way you want. So I've got my 2 pieces to make my box, my main box. I've got vellum to decorate the lid. I've cut out this die, which is the kind of banner bouquet from the die set that goes with this. It's beautiful. If you didn't buy the option with the die set in, you will have received yours cut out ready for you. If you have bought the die set, then you've just been given the beautiful rainbow. I don't have a lot of it left, but I've got a bit of a sheet left. This rainbow glitter card, it's absolutely beautiful, and it does not shed. It does not shed. It doesn't fall on anything. It's fabulous. So obviously I did the sample in the pink and yellow, and then this one in the blue and green. So it gives you options. Unless you're doing a very big project, you wouldn't get all of the colours in at one go. But yeah, it's just pretty, isn't it? I like it. So without any more ado, I can, you know, if you haven't got these, message me and I'll send them to you. It's not a problem. Right. Pop it aside. Let's do our scoring on our box. So I've got my score tool here. This is the best money I ever spent, actually, for doing 3D things. So we're going to be scoring at 3/4. So on the base, it's just straightforward. You just find your 3/4 of an inch and score on each side. Four scores, really. Scores on the doors at 3/4 of an inch, and that's that. And then for my lid, what you do is you put it in the corner and pull it out very slightly. Keep it straight along there and just pull it very slightly out from the edge. and then score it 3/4. You do all that all the way around. Put it, and there's lots of different ways to do this, but this is a way that works. So if you put it square and pull it out a tiny bit, and then you could use a shim to get that. Whoops. Just a slip, I just want to make sure. Right, so put it in, pull it out, and still score it 3/4. Put it in and pull it out slightly, and then score it 3/4. And that's your scoring done. And because you've pulled it out that little bit, it means that the area in there will be slightly bigger than the area in the middle on your box. I'm just putting this away out of my way. Then you get your bone folder or whatever scoring tool you've got. Now I've got two, and one is mucky and one's clean. I think this is the clean one. So just want to emphasise all your folds, make them nice and crisp. I'm just checking we're still filming here. Yeah. So, and the sun has finally come out here in Scotland. So once I've done this, I'm going to take another cup. It's come out properly now. It was out for a wee while at lunchtime, and I did have that wee sit out of coffee. I'm really pleased with myself if I get this finished, and I've filmed them 4 of them all back to back apart from my coffee break. So that's the base all folded and burnished. And then around here. Then get your nice sharp scissors. If you know where mine are, tell me. Here they are. 1 pair anyway. I've got 2 pairs on the go just now, so it's right. You just snip up the fold to the first score line and wedge the flap. The same at this end. Straight up and then wedge the flap. Not very well wedged, but that's better. Straight up and wedge. And then this one is really quite straightforward. Some people can do this with bigger scissors. I'm not so good with big scissors, but sometimes I think if you're good at them, you get a nice straight cut. Right, so that's the lid ready for gluing. Let's just cut the base and then we can put the scissors down and get the glue out. Up there. Could try the Stampin' Seal Plus with this one. Again, it's the same as the lid, it's just cut straight up. Opposite sides is simpler. And wedge. And then this one, straight up and wedge. So really quite simple. Once you've got it cut and measured, or measured and cut even. Here, let's tidy up all this lot, put them in the bin. I tidied up last night and wow. So I've done a Facebook Live this morning, or a Facebook Live on Facebook, yeah, that's good. I've done a live into one of the teams I'm in, and then I've filmed these 4 projects, so I'm feeling a wee bit more accomplished today than I did yesterday. Do you want me to try the Stampin' Seal Plus? I've not used it a lot myself, and it's not here. It was here. Oh, here it is. I've not really got proficient with it yet, but we'll try. So really all we need is a wee bit of glue there. I'm not going to put loads, it's just to show you what to do. You take your time and do it with whatever you want. So I'm finding that if I get it to start and then bend it that way, it breaks better, and then it's still sticky at the top when I come back to it. So that's all 4 flaps got some, and this is strong. So just make sure it's lined up and stick. Just take your time, make sure your corner's nice and neat. And neat. And then the last one. And I was telling the ladies that were watching my Facebook Live this morning that I'm going to have to postpone my boho indigo crafty due to the fact that, oops, the refill kit that we're using for the kits that people have bought from me is back ordered. Now, it was a leap of good faith when I ordered. I thought they would come in fairly quickly. Look, I'm sticking that to myself. But we still haven't got a date, so there's no way, even if it was become available today, that it's going to be with me and able for me to get it out to you before the 1st of August. So watch this space. I will make sure you all know as soon as it comes in. Now bear with me, I want to put a wee finger thing in here, so I really want to do that before I glue it all down. It's easier to access it. Should have done that before, but I was talking. So you don't want the whole thing, just a bit about there, just to give it a little bit that you can get your fingers in for opening the box. So again, along this long, just eyeball that you're about at the middle. But see, if I'd stuck it down, it was going to be a bit difficult to get it in. And on a big box like this, it doesn't actually matter if you're not quite equal, because no one can see both sides at the same time. Now let's hope this works. Because I pulled it out, it should work fine, but pray for me. Yeah, pulled it out fine. Yay! But because of, if you lay something on top of this, that will cave in. So let's just, I think we'll just use wet glue for this, and we'll stick this liner in the lid. I mean, our designer series paper is quite strong, but sometimes you just want to give it a wee bit extra, especially when I'm going to decorate the top of it. I want it to be quite firm. So let's pop this in. That just fits nicely in there, and it just gives it a wee bit of extra strength. You see, for decorating, that makes it easier as well, because any weight on it's not going to cave in. So for decoration, we should have our piece of vellum. Any ideas where to put it? Oh, Janice. Right, so that's going underneath. So the list goes on the box. Because we pulled it out that wee bit, this lid fits perfectly. So it's just a teensy weeny bit. So that's going to go on there. That's going to go there. And I need this bit. I need to stamp the sentiment. Now it's that way up. So in the stamp set here we have, so grateful to have a friend like you, or congratulations on your special day, wishing you a happy birthday. I'm going to put so grateful to have a friend like you, because a gift of a box of cards is a nice gift to give a friend, and you don't have to wait for a special occasion. So let's just And I'm going to use Night of Navy because there's Night of Navy in there as well. I'll just ink it up. Put that flat, Janice. Who's got too much ink on here? Where's my cloth gone? Don't know where my cloth is. Oh, here's my wee. Just got a bit too much ink around the... I forgot my Night of Navy. It is quite new and it's quite juicy. So let's get this. I hope you can see. I'll try and get... So if you see, this is shaped like the banner. That's lovely. Right, close that up. Oh, keep getting ink on my fingers. I'm having an awful job today with ink. Right. Right, and then my snips just... So all I did was cut a strip of card and just put that under the die, under the bit where the banner is, so that I'll be able to trim this out. So I'm just going to go in here and just follow the line. I'll go quiet while I'm concentrating. And then here we just, again, just follow the line and cut these wee bits off. Pretty as they are. I'm just going to leave these bits on, I think, and just stick it on there. So again, just a bit of wet glue. I'm using wet glue because I think that will stick better onto the glitter paper. With the glitter paper it is a bit plasticky, to be honest. So bear with me, I'm about to fall off my seat. Keep sliding forward and sliding forward. I don't want to end up on the floor. It's not even a live video, so it's not like you could phone for medical help if I do fall. There's nobody else here. So see, that's that. And then what I'm going to do is wet glue there, and just a couple of bits of wet glue where you can see, just on the thicker bits up here. So because I'm working with vellum, I don't want glue showing through the vellum on the bits that's just over the paper. And it doesn't hide the pattern. The vellum doesn't hide the pattern, but it just calms it down a little bit. Just stick that onto the vellum. Hold it down for a wee minute. And the bits of glue are coming through a wee bit, but it dries clear, so it's not an issue. So again, just on the back of your vellum where it's not going to show through. That'll be enough to anchor it down, so it won't lift off. Right. And then we're just going to pop this on our lid. Yeah, I think the card liner makes all the difference. It makes this easier to stick together, to be honest. And then we need a few bits of bling. So these stick-on sequins that come with this set are just fabulous. You've got all your colours, iridescent. I'm going to go with the, I don't know what one we'll go with, these Over the yellow ones on this project, just to let you see them. And do you know where my pokey tool is, or my tweezers, or oh, here's an old pokey tool that'll do. I'll just get these off. So what this time, what I'm going to do is pop them in the middle of the flowers. Now there's another wee thing here is what you can do, if this is lifting, so if I put, well, it's just the dampness on the with the glue, but if I pop one of these there, then I can take my, we can have one in each corner, and then we can put a glue dot under each one, and then it will be prettier. So let's just pop that out the way and find the glue dots. Right, so I had them for the last project, which was only a few minutes ago. Anyone know where they are? Can anybody see them? I am a nightmare. There's 2 rolls on my desk somewhere and I cannot. Here it is. It's fallen to the back, thankfully. I still don't know where the other one is. Right, here's one. So just go under where the sequin is, pop the glue dot on, glue it to your box. There's just always a wee trick. You just have to think about your design when you're using vellum. You don't have to use it. I just thought it was just a nice wee extra touch. It's beautiful quality, our vellum. And I glued it under this one. Oh, this one's lying quite well, but just, there we go. That's lifting as well, but I think it'll be okay. Yep, once it all dries, the glue dries out, it will be fine. So there you have it, and I've got some, I think I've put some of this one in your kit. I've certainly put lots of different bits and pieces, so you can pick and choose what you decorate with. But yeah, a bit of ribbon around the bottom here. So leave a bit to tie a bow. Da-da-da, scissors. Yeah, it's time to stop, have coffee, and then tidy up. I think we have four films here off the belt is pretty good, really, for me. So I did consider just doing them all in one film, but I think it's better if they're separate. They're easier for you to find then and go back to if you want to watch one again. Then you've got a constant reference. That ribbon is beautiful. It's got a bit of a sparkle in it too. Then you've got glimmer of your paper. Yay. What do you think? You like that? I like it. So thanks very much. Thank you so much for purchasing the kit. I really, really do hope you've enjoyed it. And once I've had a wee break, I will be starting to think about next month's kit and what we're going to do. So very much appreciate you guys. And what I would appreciate further is if you're able to, you know, recommend me to any of your friends who craft, if there's anyone else you know that might be interested in having a go at my kits. Quite a lot of you have been buying them for some time now, so you've obviously built up trust, you know, that I will send them out to you, and your materials and the contents of your kit will be worth your money. But anyway, thank you very, very much, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.